This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Prime. In association with Micromax. Nothing like anything.
Hello and welcome to the Property Show North Special. I'm Manisha Natarajan. And this show is just for you. Your budget, our data-backed advice to help you make the right choice when it comes to making the biggest decision of your life, that's buying a home. With me in the studio is Sameer Jasuja, founder and MD of Prop Equity. He'll advise you when you call in with your questions. So pick up the phone. Here's what we have on the show today. As Gurgaon gets a new name, Gurugram, what will a name change really do is what we are asking. Can the Millennium City resolve and solve its civic mess? Also, as dust pollution engulfs Delhi and the National Capital Region, our team does a reality check of Greater Noida West, where there seems to be rampant violation of construction pollution norms. Promising residential destinations of Gurgaon for properties under ₹1 crore is what we will cull out for you today. Also, your best bets along the Noida Expressway stretch in a very affordable budget of 60 lakh rupees. We will go truly budget and explore NH24 region of Ghaziabad for home options in 30 lakh. Next, we'll also take you to the new capital city, Dehradun. Yes, we've started getting questions for that city. And what are your best options in mid-segment homes? All right, so we've got lots and lots of cities to cover in micro markets. Let's start with Gurgaon. Piyush Anil is on the phone with us. Piyush, hi, welcome. How can we help you?
Hello, ma'am. This is Piyush, and I'm looking for a ready-to-move 2 BHK property.
Okay.
My budget is 68 lakhs, and after a long research, I have finalized 3 options. One is Vipul Lavanya, Sector 81.
Okay.
Second is Corna Optus, Sector 37C.
Okay.
And third one is Vatika, Emilia, Iris or City Homes in Sector 82.
All right, so I've seen that you've done extensive research already. Sameer, I mean, in that budget, I think he's already opted or taken a good look at some of the best projects in that location, isn't it?
Absolutely, Manisha. But first of all, I'd like to wish you a very happy birthday. How does it finally feel to be 30 years old and coming to the side of 30?
Let's not on national television tell everybody that I'm just as young as 30 years.
Well, you have always looked that age. So I'm guessing that's how old you are.
Thank you, Sameer.
Coming back to the 3 queries, we've actually ranked them based on their amenity specifications and the right property for you. With respect to your budget and your requirement. The 3 projects, the good news is they're all ready, so there is no execution risk whatsoever. According to us, the first ranking goes to the Emilia project by Vatika. It's a very good brand name, trading at 62 to 6,500 rupees a square foot in the resale market. This is a part of the larger township of 700 acres, and it's always great to be part of a large integrated township because you get many more facilities and infrastructure, a better infrastructure if you're a part of a larger township as such. These are low-rise floors with G+2 structures. The project has decent amount of amenities as well. The second ranking goes to Corona Optus by Optus Group, Sector 37C. Although the location is not the best, but the project is reasonably good. It's spread across 16 odd acres. It consists of 11 towers of G+14 stories and has a clubhouse, lake pool, jogging track, etc. And lastly, we would go ahead with Vipul Lavanya in Sector 81 because of the interior location. 4,200 to 4,500 rupees is the price of this project. Although offering you great amount of amenities, including a gym, clubhouse, party hall, a swimming pool, Wi-Fi connectivity, and all the 3 projects are available from the resale market at better rates. The data points of these micro markets are as follows. The new Gurgaon region's inventory overhang is 19 months, but this is strictly with respect to ready properties, and sector 37C and 37D is 14 odd months. The new Gurgaon region's weighted average price is now 4750 rupees a square foot for the mid segment for ready properties, and sector 37C and D is 4700 rupees a square foot. Because the properties are ready, they've enjoyed a decent amount of appreciation. Even in the last 6 months, 7.6% is the analyzed appreciation for New Gurgaon, and sector 3738 is 7.2% on an analyzed basis.
Have you ranked them, Sameer, in terms
yes,
of
we have.
all?
We started with the ranking with the Vatika getting the first rank, the Corona project getting the second ranking, and lastly the Vipul Lavanya project.
It's interesting that you've only found ready to move in projects and plenty of them in the new Gurgaon region. So obviously you've done your homework well and we've ranked them for you. All of them fit in your budget. Let me take Ashish's email. He says, I'm interested in purchasing ready to move 3 BHK ground floor in Ansal Essentia, Sector 67 Golf Course Extension Road. Could you please give me your views and suggestions? Also, if there are more options in the same category, budget is 1.15 crores. So Sameer, I mean, it is kind of a tough budget for golf course extension. What do you think?
Well, with respect to a ground floor, yes, because specifically in this project, the ground floor is coming with the basement. And if then you take into account the pricing, it goes beyond 1.35 crores and that goes beyond your budget. So what you can actually do is look at a first floor or a second floor option that will be within your budget. And there is absolutely no risk with respect to this project because the project is already ready and the project is by Ansal Group, which is reasonably decent in sector 67. They were funded by a private equity fund also in this project. Has decent amount of amenities as well, including a swimming pool, clubhouse, gym, sports club, etc. And if you were to look at the key data points of the golf course extension micro market, you have an inventory overhang of 20 months for projects that are getting ready within 2016. The weighted average price for the mid to luxury segment for apartments stands at 8,600 rupees a square foot, and independent floors is what you've shortlisted is about 7,700 rupees a square foot. So apartments are at better price points or higher price points. Golf course extensions analyzed appreciation now stands at about 9% analyzed, and there are two more recommendations for you that you can look at. One is Pioneer Park by Pioneer Urban. This project is now trading between 8 and 8,500 rupees for a ready property, which is a very good rate. You can right away move in as well. The project is a part of a 76-acre integrated township development. There are quite a few corporates also shifting in this township as such, which includes Pepsi. Project has great proximity to the golf course road region. This is of course on the golf course extension, and the township will have more than 10 acres of green area. And lastly, you can look at Uptown by Ario in Sector 66, again available in the resale market, 17,500 square feet clubhouse, VRB air conditioning technology, smart home features like fiber to the home optics, and project is ready to move in now, possession of towers being offered.
Quick summary of what you can look at. Of course, the project Ansal Essentia that you've shortlisted, at least the first and second floor fit into your budget, not the ground floor. And there's Pioneer Park and Uptown Irio. You can also look at in your budget. Golf course extension is the market we're speaking about. All right, staying with Gurgaon. Now, what's happened? After Calcutta, Madras, Bombay, Bangalore and Orissa, it was really Gurgaon's turn to get renamed from Gurgaon to Gurugram. And social media exploded with several humorous reactions. But the moot question remains, will a name change really change the life of the citizens of Gurugram? Will it become a better place to live in? Will there be better roads, water, power and security for its people? Well, we hope the BJP government does change the face of Gurgaon and not just the name. Over the past few days, Haryana CM Mohali has made a slew of significant announcements. Let's get the reaction from Nisha Singh, Member AAP and Councillor Municipal Corporation Gurgaon. Also Prashant Solomon, Managing Director, Chintals India. First, over to you. What was your reaction, Nisha, when it became Gurugram? I mean, of course, social media went crazy. There were so many jokes, but do you think it's an appropriate name per se?
You know, Manisha, I'm going to say that what's in a name.
Okay.
Because really, for me, what's been the most shocking and disturbing part about this whole name change process has been really the process, the way it was done. It was done. So you slept in a Gurgaon and you woke up in a Gurugram. right? So it was that shocking and that new to people. So in today's day and age, where you have so many ways to engage citizens, and something like a name change, which everybody would have an opinion on, should have been a consultative process, which it wasn't. So that's
absolutely.
That's
but that's I mean, that's the style of this government, isn't it?
Well, really, I mean,
it's and the style of or the party that you belong to, AAP, is completely different. These are two different ends of how you function. Definitely, it took everybody by surprise, and I think this is a city, really, Prashant, which is full of what you call the millennium generation, and a consultative process would have definitely been a much better way to go forward. But it's a done deal. So let me ask you this question: does it excite you a little bit more? I mean, Gurgaon versus the Gaon was probably for a millennium city a baggage, and that's now got rid of, and Gurugram. So now you've got a new name. Is it in any way going to change your life, or none at all?
It's really not going to change our life in any way. But the thing is that, you see, Gurgaon today has become a brand, an international brand. There are a lot of multinationals that have come here. We are trying to promote Gurgaon through marketing, media campaigns. Now, suddenly changing the name like that, it creates, in my mind, a kind of a confusion in international investors and in prospective people who want to come and invest there. And the point is that what was the real need of doing this?
Absolutely.
I could understand in the other examples you quoted earlier, like Madras, Bombay, etc. Those were British names that were converted to Indian names. But Gurgaon is an Indian name. I saw some shows about this earlier where people were joking about it, that good is sweet and stuff. But Gurgaon is a short form of Guru anyways, and Gaon anyways means Gaon.
Okay.
And Gram also means Gaon. So, it doesn't make sense to me.
Did not make sense. But it's a done deal. But now I'm only hoping, Nisha and Prashant, that at least the government now, if they think it's a better name, will do something to get the city out of its civic mess. It is. Everyone talks about the fact that here's a millennium city. Look at the population explosion. Look at the multinationals who are here. But if you look at what's happening, there's a deepening water crisis. There's an energy crisis. More than anything else, there's a waste crisis. I mean, everyone says that Gurgaon in a few years could drown in its own waste. Nisha, as a corporator, I mean, what's going on? Is the corporation, is the government aware of the challenges?
So Manisha, that's what makes this whole move also very cheeky. You see, yes, exactly. So it's been a year and a half of a BJP government. So we can't really talk about whether they are aware of these problems or not. They should have been aware of these problems before the elections. And certainly by now we should have started seeing some changes on the ground. Nothing changes. The water situations remains as precarious. The sewage lines are not there. The roads are still missing. The governance in municipal corporation is as bad as ever. So there's not an iota of change in anything in Gurgaon. The builder residence issue, not a single one has been addressed till now. And then you see that you're supposed to be happy about a change of name. So to me, it's a clear case of misplaced priorities.
So misplaced priorities, a lot of froth all in the name, but really nothing happening on the ground. Prashant Solomon, there have been some big announcements. We will get KMP done. We will also get Dwarka Expressway done. We will also get Southern Peripheral Road done. So yes, the focus is at least on the big roads, but the existing roads, the chaos that you see around the Bristol area or in any of the internal already well-established sectors is crazy, and there's no focus on any of this. So builders keep making and announcing new projects and developing, but on the ground nothing's happening. Where is that EDC money going? I mean, you all are paying your external development charges, aren't you?
Yes, we are. And I wish I could answer that question, Manisha, but as I can say, people, if there is enough money available, it should be spent in developing infrastructure. The new projects which are coming, we have seen some ray of hope now in the form of the KMP and Dwarka Expressway. Hopefully these will be resolved soon. But as you said, the existing roads in Gurgaon, the water crisis, the sewage crisis, they need immediate attention. And if I could say, maybe this whole thing could be turned into a positive way. Now you've changed the name to Gurugram, and as Manisha, as you said, that's a done deal. But let us use this opportunity now to let it not just be a name change. If you've changed the name to Gurugram, let us actually have that name change followed by concrete action to develop infrastructure, improve the water problem,
Absolutely.
electricity problem. So let's try to use this in a positive way.
It's you know, so you have the makans and you have nothing else. That's what's happening to Gurugram, isn't it, Nisha? Only the makans exist, and because of no civic issues, even real estate is going through one of its toughest times. Prices have crashed, homes are not selling, because people say, why should we pay that kind of money for a home where the area is, you know, completely dead on infrastructure? Are you worried? I mean, as you see as a corporator, what is your biggest fear about Gurugram? What will happen? What could happen if these things are not taken care of?
So Manisha, obviously I'm worried as a resident and also as a member of the municipal corporation. You know, if things go on like that, we are already talking about a Latur-like situation in Gurgaon, and believe me, the water table goes down every year. We dig our borewells deeper and deeper. So if the government is not going to have that long-term vision where it is going to think about the current residents of Gurgaon, the 15 lakh people who live there, in the already developed sectors, Sector 51 to Sector 57, the real people, not the investors, the real people who are living in Gurgaon, if they are not going to get their basic amenities, then the businesses are going to flee the city, and they are, by the way. A lot of businesses have moved down. Gurgaon is moved out, and Gurgaon is losing out on businesses also. They are moving to tier 2 smaller cities, and this trend is just going to continue. How long can a bubble stay? How long can it stay? It stayed just for too long.
Okay. So you're thinking it might be a bubble which will burst, and that would be a huge revenue loss as well. Prashant, this is going to come back and hurt the government, isn't it? I mean, if offices start saying, look, even today you look at Cyber City, it's a mess, traffic mess. So if you're not going to be able to take care of all of those things, you may lose business, and that's going to hurt everybody.
Yes. You know, as Nisha was saying earlier, that when they changed the name of Gurugram, they should have consulted people. Now, what I feel is that Gurgaon and all its issues needs to be looked at very seriously, and we need to have a consultative process for this, to improve the infrastructure, to take care of traffic, water, electrical problems. It is something that needs to be addressed immediately, because it is being promoted as a place very close to the national capital region of India, and multinationals from all over the country we're trying to come in, you know, we're trying to get them to come and invest there. So it needs to be treated as a very, very important city of India, and these problems must be solved in a proper consultative manner and not just at the whims and fancies of the policymakers.
Absolutely. And you know, I'm really surprised. I'm going to conclude here, Nisha and Prashant Solomon. Thank you very much for joining me today. But conclusion, I mean, look at it. Even Noida authorities have launched a citizens app where you can just click a picture, upload it, and the authorities will come and try and take care of it. I mean, in a day of technology, why is Gurgaon not doing it? You've got the top technology company sitting there. It's also become a hub for startups, and yet they haven't got the basics right. We are hoping with the name change, that'll come through. Thank you so much. And we'll stay with Gurugram. I also have to get used to not saying Gurgaon anymore. But after a delay of almost a decade, a portion of the Kundli-Manesar-Palwal Expressway was finally thrown open earlier this month. We took a drive down the Palwal-Manesar stretch and also got some reactions from developers if this will turn around the fortunes of the micro markets, which are Kundli, Palwal and Manesar. I'm repeating that again. Onita Moja takes this drive down.
This is the Manesar-Palwal stretch of Kundli-Manesar-Palwal or KMP Expressway, the stretch that was opened for public recently. The entire road network of 153 km was to take 3 years. Instead, it took 10 to open just this 52 km stretch. Even if it's just 1/3 of the entire stretch, developers with projects along the stretch are enthused.
opening up of KMP sends a very positive, I think a very positive move, and it sends a very positive signal to the market. It shows that the infrastructure that has been promised many years ago is finally coming into place. I think real estate wise, it also makes a difference because it opens up the markets a bit more, and in fact the KMP crosses us just by maybe a kilometer ahead.
Vatika Group, another prominent player in the Gurgaon-New Gurgaon belt, too expects to reap the benefits of the expressway.
KMP definitely would be a major milestone in terms of the real estate development as such, because there would be a lot of industries that would come up, there would be a lot of trade and commerce that would take place. And there would be a lot of people who would be coming over there and working over there. And they would be looking at locations nearby to stay, and what else than a township which has every amenity like Vatika India Next over here.
The KMP Expressway will drastically cut down the commute time for vehicles coming from Jaipur towards Faridabad or Agra. Similarly, those heading towards Jaipur and Mumbai from Agra or Kolkata will save a couple of hours at least, as vehicles will no longer have to go via Delhi.
Wherever we have to go to Palwal or Mathura, we had to travel all the way from Garden City to Delhi first and then go to Mathura. But now the route is quite short, and since this is operative, the traffic is also very less. So it has become very convenient for us to go there.
Real estate agents operating in the region expect property prices to go up by 15 to 20% in the Kundli-Manesar-Palwal stretch once the entire expressway is ready sometime next year.
TDI has almost 6-7 odd projects over there with a complete TDI city, and then Ansal is there, Mapsco is there. So much of inventory is already available, which is yet to be utilized and yet to be filled. Then as far as Manesar is concerned, we have DLF available over there, we have Silver Grades, we have ABP over there. So there is a inventory already available or yet to be delivered. So I don't think there will be new projects upcoming very soon. Maybe when the delivery is done, then there will be new developers coming up over there.
For the first 2 months, users won't have to pay any toll for using this 52-kilometer access-controlled expressway stretch. Later, cars will have to pay 1.3 rupees per kilometer, while heavy vehicles will have to pay 4.5 rupees per kilometer as toll charges. 4 toll plazas have been built to ensure that commuters pay for the stretch they travel rather than paying for the entire corridor. In Manesar, Oinitam Oja, NDTV.
All right, we will keep tracking all those large infrastructure initiatives around that area, which are likely to give a fillip to a lot of housing projects on that corridor. But more importantly, they also end up easing traffic woes and making Delhi a cleaner city, so the traffic doesn't have to pass through New Delhi. On the other side, affordable housing options in Noida and Ghaziabad. Also coming up is a new project, and this time we've got one for you in Lucknow, Arsha Sumanglam by Arsha Infra Development. This is in our new project tracker. Take a look at what it has to offer.